Hello, dear beloveds. I am making this vlog today, and it's pretty much going to be one shoot, one take with no edit because I don't know how to edit. So my name is Alana, and I'm making this vlog or this video today because I was having a conversation with my friend Michael last night about the desire to put something forward or to create or to make something of yourself, but we always seem to hold ourselves back thinking, we're not worthy or we're not good enough, or, very often, why would anyone listen to me? And the really interesting thing, what we both came to, Michael after having numerous sessions, and also me after having a lot of sessions with different people, was that I realized, or we both realized really, that our greatest fear came from being seen and not being heard. So we have decided, we have egged each other on to go and create a vlog today just to put it out there and kind of almost get it over and done with. So the really interesting thing was when I was going to the beach this morning, I was on my scooter and I had this quote pop into my head, which was, "Pursuit of perfection stunts expression," which is the exact thing. For the last hour or so already, I've been looking online and researching how to make a video properly and to make it, at least better than probably what I thought I was going to be able to make it right now. But now is really all that exists, and I'm doing what I can with the tools and the capabilities that I have right now. So I'm putting myself forward as I am. And I really felt compelled to do this morning after yoga with no makeup, with my crazy hair and not having a shower, just to present the imperfection of life as it is, which is completely beautiful, and it's not masked, it's so real. And I really wanted to be raw and authentic and as transparent as possible, as true beauty comes from within. Which is completely undeniable. See, and the thing is, I'm a storyteller, and I wanted to share a bit of a story about perfection with you. So as some of you may or may not know, I am also a henna artist. So when I first began this practice, it came from an idea that I had one day when I was working at a restaurant back in Port Douglas, and I dealt with a very, very difficult and demanding woman. And I went outside and I just needed to have a few minutes to just calm myself and relax. And I remember looking down at the henna that I had on my hands, which had been painted when I'd been in India the week or several weeks before. It was starting to fade. And I remember thinking, it would be really great if there was someone in Port Douglas who could do henna. And I inspected the henna even closely. I pulled it up to my face and I thought, you know what? I can give that a crack. Surely it's not that hard. And that's how the idea for my henna was born. I taught myself how to make henna, how to roll cones, how to do the designs. No one taught me anything. I just leapt straight into that. I remember my flatmate at the time thinking that it was a great idea, but she turned and said, "Oh, I didn't know you could draw." And I said, "Oh, I can't." She thought, "Oh my goodness, this is going to be a disaster." And the really interesting thing was that she said to me afterwards, I just never even contemplated failure. I just didn't even have it in my mind. And I remember reflecting back on that story now that I leapt forward. I thought, what's the worst that's going to happen? The worst that's going to happen is I'm going to go back to my job working in a restaurant. Might as well go and try something different. And I had a successful henna business for 2.5, 3 years. And if I hadn't gone and taken that step, I never would have done anything. I probably wouldn't have done anything to this day. I just would have kept on doing the same thing, which is really, really boring. So here I am right now in my incomplete, work in progress, learning, evolving, vulnerable self, sharing my story with you. As to not tell stories for me means my almost certain demise. So I wish you all a beautiful day. And I leave you with one of the greatest ideas of yoga, which is begin where you are. Bill Gates famously once said, "Every expert starts as a beginner." So here we are, beginning again every single day. And this is the end of my story. Apart from that, practice, I should say, makes better. So let's just keep practicing together. Have a beautiful day, beloveds.